Kara Ulrich works her kitchen magic, cooking up chicken gumbo for 300 from scratch. This isn't some five-star restaurant, though. It's the Grassroots Cafe. What's also known as the lunchroom at Price Laboratory School in Cedar Falls.
Yep, no peel and serve. Chef Kara's back there with her crew, and they are chopping all of the vegetables and fruits by hand.
Here, even pizza has gotten a makeover.
One's with meat and one's with like broccoli and mashed potato and then cheese and stuff like that.
We're putting in a lot more labor hours than most kitchens, and there's a lot of trial and error.
Fresh bell peppers right here, fresh cauliflower and fresh broccoli. Then over here, look at this. Rolls made at a local bakery. It's not exactly what you'd expect to see in a school lunchroom, but that may change because of that. These are new guidelines being considered by the feds because the federal government says right now, not enough schools are making the grade.
It's an issue all the way down the line that things are going to need to change.
Change how much? We took 5 randomly picked lunch menus from across eastern Iowa to Amy Jones.
Very few of them had the fresh fruits and vegetables.
She's a dietitian at St. Luke's Hospital in Cedar Rapids.
I can see improvements from then when I was a lunch lady, and that was 4 or 5 years ago.
She still sees plenty of bacon cheeseburgers, corn dogs, and fries, but fewer.
We're trying to encourage kids as well as parents to eat less processed foods because they're lower in sodium and fat.
Problem is, lunchrooms, like the rest of us, have been swept up in convenience.
Anything that you can do easier, faster, with less people costs less money.
So here at Price Laboratory School,
it actually started the year before that with some parents that got together that were just kind of appalled with the state of lunch. It was really peel and serve, the trans fats. You know, the initial reaction was a little bit of shock. Where's my dessert?
And today, the gumbo's going over pretty well.
The veggies make it healthy, and like they season it so it tastes good too.
Much of this food comes from local producers. And notice the dishes, silverware, and cups.
So we did away with the milk cartons. Now milk is poured. Every child gets a glass.
No, not one spork to be seen.
Last year we reduced our waste by over 50%.
It's all part of a lunchroom lesson meant to last a lifetime.
Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good.
Tim Seymour, CBS 2 News.
Here in eastern Iowa, one school has been taking strides of its own to help children eat healthier.
That's right, Tara. In fact, this is the second year for the Grassroots Cafe at Malcolm Price Lab School in Cedar Falls. The cafe offers a variety of foods with some what we might call fresher options.
As News Channel 7's Kara Moshik tells us, most kids are eating it up.
This might look like your typical school lunch line, but here at Price Lab in Cedar Falls, the food being served up is anything but ordinary.
The mission is definitely about trying to serve less processed food. I know we had a big paradigm shift last year when we took out the desserts and we took out the salt, and how huge that was and how it took the kids kind of a long time to get used to that. And now it's like, yep, we know we're going to have fresh food.
On this day, it's chicken or veggie stir fry, served with rice, a breadstick, and the choice of an apple or a banana. Chef salads are also served daily. It takes a lot of preparation to make the meals from scratch, all while complying with federal guidelines.
We'll get a work list together of chopping, say, a bushel of green peppers, 20 pounds of onions, a bushel of celery, which is about 60 pounds, so that we can have our full 75 to 80 pounds of vegetables that we need for the day.
The healthier options served up are sometimes more unusual and include things like hummus, but many kids have been pretty open about trying the new foods and have found their own favorites.
I really like the lunches. I think I'm a vegetarian, so I think it's really great that they have vegetarian options too.
I like their chicken gumbo. It's a really organized lunch. It's not like the same thing every day, and it's evidently healthy, so I really like it.
One parent we talked with is thrilled with the healthier choices now being served up for school lunch.
I really like the way that they've changed things. I know that the food is locally grown. We even get some food out of our own garden that we have in back of the school in the summertime. And my daughter really likes the vegetarian options that they have.
Feedback is constantly taken from students and their families about the food, and recipes are tweaked for taste according to the comments received. And as the chef says, if the kids actually eat the healthier options that are served, it's seen as a success in helping establish lifelong healthy eating habits. In Cedar Falls, Kara Mashik, Iowa's News Channel 7.
Price Lab's program got off the ground thanks to grant funding, and the healthy lunches seem to be producing results.
That is the case because every year the school's PE teachers measure the BMI, the body mass index of the students, and those numbers luckily have been dropping over the past year. Students have also said the students seem sharper throughout the day and are no longer experiencing kind of the after lunch slump that we all seem to go through from time to time. As part of Michelle Obama's initiative, Price Lab is also introducing a program called Kids in the Kitchen. Price Lab just one of 2 schools in Iowa with an actual chef partner teaching the kids how to make healthy foods over the next 3-week period. At the end of this class, then, the students will be tasked with preparing and serving a healthy